The city of Ramallah is located in the center of the occupied West Bank. Ahead of Eid Al Fitr, Ramallah looked busy, but not very busy, preparing for the holiday. People's faces said otherwise. Worries, concern, and perhaps fear have always been there. This year, Ramadan was particularly tough for the Palestinian people. Early in every morning, throughout the holy month, Israeli troops stormed Al-Aqsa Mosque to disperse Muslim worshippers, particularly the youth among them. The reason, Israel said, was to maintain law and order. This excuse was never accepted by the Palestinians, nor by many countries, Arab and foreign. They all saw the Israeli measures as an attempt to change the status quo that has existed since Israel occupied East Jerusalem, the West Bank, the Gaza Strip, the Egyptian Sinai Peninsula, and the Syrian Golan Heights in the June 1967 war. Holidays are there for people to celebrate. But for thousands of Palestinian families, the Eid, any Eid, is a reminder of dire prices those families paid because of the ongoing Israeli occupation of what the world countries at the UN General Assembly in 2012 recognized as the non-member state of Palestine. There is hardly a single Palestinian family that did not lose to the conflict one or more of its members. Martyrs, wounded, permanently maimed, prisoners, and others are all a reflection of what Israeli occupation does to the Palestinian people. Close to 1 million Palestinians have been incarcerated by Israel for resisting the Israeli military occupation since it started in 1967. Following the 1993 signing of the Oslo Accord between the PLO and Israel and the subsequent creation of the Palestinian National Authority a year later, Ramallah has become the interim capital of the PNA. It is where the founding father of the Palestinian National Liberation Movement, the late Yasser Arafat, was laid to rest next to his presidential headquarters, where the offices of incumbent President Mahmoud Abbas is located. The grave has become a special site for Palestinians and foreigners to visit almost daily. The state of Palestine undertook to move Arafat's grave to Al-Aqsa Mosque in the old city of Jerusalem once the independent state of Palestine is born and the Palestinian people gain their freedom. Next to the grave, a nicely designed museum was built and named after Yasser Arafat. We happen to be here outside the visitation hours of the museum. Inside, the Palestinian contemporary history is told in video, audio, and newspaper clips, in addition to some of the personal belongings of the late Yasser Arafat. Eid Fitr Mubarak to all of you. This is Ilyas Zananiri reporting from Palestine.